I actually started with these products the Monday after Thanksgiving in 2011, so I'm about 2.5 years in, and I had found out about the company basically right when it started almost. Jana Dyer was my sister's college roommate, and I was overweight, of course, and so she started messaging me, right away as soon as the company formed, because she was one of Cala's first signups, and I wouldn't listen. I just kept disregarding it because like Cala said, I'm a mom of three, and we were living paycheck to paycheck, and I didn't spend money on myself. I just flat didn't. I spent money on my kids, and that was it, and I couldn't justify spending money on myself. But then I got into a life situation where my marriage was crumbling, and my ex-husband was laid off of work, and we both had injuries, and we had physical therapy bills. And so I was looking for something that we could do together and get us income, because he was on unemployment at that time. So I started talking to my friend Casey Frost, because I had rodeoed with her growing up, and she had signed up under Jana and was seeing some success with the business. And that's what I was more interested in, was the business, to save my family and help us live paycheck to paycheck again, because we had gone from paycheck to paycheck to less than paycheck to paycheck. I was paying for groceries, diapers, gasoline, everything on my credit card, and it was just racking up, and I knew that that was not a way to live. Well, long story short, my ex-husband was not interested in the business, and our marriage completely fizzled, and it was a few months into me being single, and I was getting no child support, no assistance, and I was thinking, how am I going to make this work? Because, again, living less than paycheck to paycheck, I had a lot of debt. I have a good job. I'm a college professor, but with it comes a lot of debt. I had loans on my home and on my vehicle, and I had almost $20,000 credit card debt, and wasn't getting any assistance for my kiddos, and thought, I've got to try this. It could be the answer I'm looking for. I wanted $500 extra a month, and that was it. I thought that will get me paycheck to paycheck, which is where I lived for years. So I started. I had good success with the products. My first 8 days, I lost 10 pounds. My first month, which was December, I lost 21 pounds. In 2 months, I lost 40 pounds. Had done that with any exercise. By 4.5 months in, I had lost 65 pounds and had gone from a tight size 16 to about a 7. At that point, I was smaller than I was when I graduated high school, so I thought, I'll just maintain this weight. Without even trying, lost another 10 pounds for a total of 75, and I've kept it off for 2 years. So the product story has been amazing, but through that, what was even more of a blessing was the business. It did enable me in that first month to live paycheck to paycheck. I made $505 by posting a before and after picture just of my face after a few weeks on the product and how it slimmed down. In month 2, I had a transformation party that Casey came and hosted for me and made $1,200. In month 3, it just kept growing. By 6 months in, I was making close to $3,000 a month. Kind of stayed there. In my first year, made over $20,000. In my second year, made over $80,000. 24 months in, had made over $100,000. This is part-time because I have a full-time job teaching. It has been a huge blessing. Paid off the credit card, paid off my vehicle. I've been able to travel the world with my kids. I went one trip with singular, but because I'm single, I take my kiddos. In the last year, I have been able to take my 8-year-old and my 10-year-old to 5 countries. That's amazing. We went to Italy. We went on the Caribbean cruise where we hit 4 stops. I've been able to purchase a home on a golf course in the nicest subdivision in my small town in the Midwest. Buy a horse last summer for my daughter and paid cash, and I actually just Friday night went and bought a horse in Oklahoma for my son and paid cash, bought a horse trailer. So we are living a life that I never would have dreamed 2 years ago, when we were scraping by and I was buying things at Goodwill and putting